I'm back, y'all. What's up?
They gon' call me firecracker when I pop off. They guard is what I'm having. All these bitches caught off. I'm a real bitch.
Y'all already know podcast episode will be going up on Tuesday on patreon.com/AdrianExpression. You will definitely not want to miss it. The patrons and I always have a good ass time. What else? More videos going up on Avatar Adrian, which is my other YouTube channel, youtube.com/Avatar Adrian. Yeah, we starting off the week right. We started off right. Okay, so as usual, there are a whole lot of things happening this week. So I just picked a couple. The first one, read this tweet from Pop Crave. So yeah, basically this whole situation is about Beyonce's song Heated. And it's literally the same exact situation that happened with Lizzo, where she used a particular word, and people are just like, B, that's kind of like, the word is ableist, like we could get rid of the word. And that's the same thing they were telling Lizzo, even though like there was a spectrum of reaction where it's just like, it is one thing to be like, okay, here is what's wrong with what you're saying. It says like, let's try and see if we can approach this differently, versus like there were some people just being like outright like just racist as fuck, right, to Lizzo, saying really cruel, disgusting things. So yeah, when we're talking about that, of course we have to keep that in mind, but at the same time, I still don't, because people are in the comments like just really pissed that apparently Beyonce has decided to, that's where people say like she has decided to replace the word, like replace the lyrics. And people are pissed, and I don't know what is to be, like why y'all mad that Beyonce is doing that shit? Like why y'all mad that Lizzo say, hey, you know what, I heard y'all, and I'm not trying to offend people, I'm not trying to offend y'all, so I'm just going to change it, right? I just think it's really selfish, because you even see it when like LGBT people, or you know, it's like black LGBT people bring up certain words, certain things that like cis hetero people do, and it's almost like, well, y'all don't give a I just don't understand from people, and I know I'll keep saying this, like I don't understand how people who understand or who really hate when non-black people say the N-word, like I don't understand how y'all don't understand how slurs work. Just because it doesn't affect your community doesn't mean it's not a fucking slur. And some people are just like, well, that word is a part of black culture, and just because it's just like, I don't know. I will literally get to preaching about this shit, but it's like, a lot, if you really view that word as a part of black culture, even then, just because something is tradition or culture, we've been doing it for X amount of years, doesn't mean that it's like invulnerable to critique or change. Like I don't get what the big deal is, especially coming from people who hate when people from specific communities that they not a part of use words that the people using words do not give a fuck about y'all feelings about the word, and y'all still be coming up here offended as hell. So it's just like, how are you, knowing how it feels to be on the receiving end of that shit, literally shitting on disabled people who are just telling y'all, like, can we stop using this word? It's not that complicated. I don't understand why people are so up in arms about Lizzo or Beyonce replacing the word. If people are saying, hey, guess what? Can we not do this no more? Like, can we evolve? Like the same thing with the R word. I don't understand what the huge deal is about saying, okay, I'm gonna remove that from my vocabulary if I am marginalized and I know how that shit feels. You know, I don't know. Talk about it, let me know what y'all think. But I think certain people's reactions just, y'all doing way too much. People said the word is shitty, just change it. And she didn't have, nobody had to do anything, but it's the fact that, okay, out of consideration for this community, I'm gonna go do it. That's it. It's not that complicated. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Okay, so this has come from AV Club, and this is this whole thing with Taylor Swift, and it's just, okay. So a new Rolling Stone piece laying out some of the biggest private jet users in the world and their subsequent carbon emissions came out basically, with Taylor Swift topping the list with 170 flights taken for her private jet this year so far and counting. Swift's team quickly issued a statement to Rolling Stone clarifying that Swift isn't even on most of those flights. Being a generous soul, she loans her jet out liberally, apparently, so she's not the one taking all the flights. And then the article says it's still her plane though. We're not actually sure how this statement helps, if we're being honest. Right, so like I said in my description, those memes, even though those memes and those jokes that y'all have been making about Taylor Swift, them shits is so fucking funny. Like, like even though it's so funny, and I will participate, The problem is so much bigger than Taylor Swift. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's Taylor Swift this week. It was Kylie Jenner, what, a couple weeks ago as well. Was she taking like 3-minute flights or some shit? It's Taylor Swift today. It was Kylie Jenner yesterday. But like, it's the entire ruling class. Like, it's not just Taylor Swift. Like, first of all, what didn't they say the U.S. Army, the U.S. military is the world's biggest polluter? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, obviously it's important that we talk about this. Obviously, when y'all put up videos of fighter jets saying that was Taylor Swift going to get some fucking morning coffee, bitch, I holler. But at the same time, as like I said, as much as I love to participate in the jokes, humanity, I said this before, humanity is like that frog that you put in a pot. And I mean, some people put in a pot, I'm not disgusting. But you know what I mean? A frog that's in a pot and you turn the water up slowly. Like that's what's happening right now. And then when the situation gets so bad, right? That we're just like, oh my God, how did this happen? What? It's gonna give very much clown energy when humanity is scrambling to deal with some shit that we have the power to deal with right fucking now. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm sorry. I could not help but talk about that shit because I seen y'all putting all types of pictures of, like I said, fighter jets. Y'all done put like spaceships and shit. Her going to get some coffee. Her going to get some groceries. Y'all was doing the most. But it's just like, if Taylor Swift is gonna be on that list, you need to put everybody's fave on that fucking list. Like, you know what I mean? You need to put these huge corporations that are literally dumping toxic waste into the oceans and rivers. You need to have these fucking pipelines, all these the crazy shit that oil is doing to our planet. The oil spills in it. You remember all them crazy shit, them oil spills and shit in the Gulf? It's like, the way that the Amazon is being chopped the fuck down, bitch. Like, put all of that shit together. Wrap all that shit up, because if we continue down this path, and I think that we will, because humanity, especially like this society in general, if it ain't making coin, they ain't talking about that shit, right? So if we keep going down this path, bitch, ain't gonna be no planet to fly on, bitch. We finna be burning up like the Jonas Brothers. Y'all was drag ass. So Will Smith made this like 5-minute apology video for slapping Chris Rock, right? And I'm just like, as soon as I seen the news about that shit, I'm just like, yo, I am so tired. Like, we are so tired. We are so, like, we said in the past that we tired of this shit. Like, I thought I thought we passed this shit. We said in the past we're so tired of this shit, but like, right now I'm extremely exhausted, right? You can watch it, it's really nothing new that Will Smith said. Like, he's just like, I really should not have handled it that way, blah, 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 blah. I apologize to you, I apologize to your mama, I apologize, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, he's like, I'm trying not to feel like a piece of shit, but I'm still remorseful, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, wow, this issue is so overblown. Like, in my opinion, it's just so overblown. Chris Rock the only way Chris Rock really responds to stuff is in his like stand-up stuff, and apparently what he said was everybody is trying to be a fucking victim. If everybody claims to be a victim, then nobody will hear the real victims, even me getting smacked by Suge Smith. Jesus. I went to work the next day because I got kids. Anyone who says words hurt has never been punched in the face. I just think about this shit in so many different angles. You already know my previous angles where I was just like, first of all, what Will did was a reaction to Chris Rock literally disrespecting his wife in front of him, in front of the entire fucking nation. People are acting like he just went up there and slapped that man for just no motherfucking reason. That's the first thing. Second thing, people acting like they killed this man. Like he went up there and killed this man. Like, that's the second thing. Of course, violence is not the way to handle all situations, but I feel like nuance is not being applied here. Also, like, y'all have to pick a side. Y'all have to pick a side. Because a lot of times when men don't respond with violence, y'all call them all type of pussies and bitches. Y'all call them all type of pussies and bitches, especially, oh, you gonna let him disrespect you like that? You know how these niggas be talking. So you have to pick a fucking side. You have to pick a side when people, especially men, when they choose the less violent route, when they choose to be like, nah, I'm gonna just take that L, nah, I'm gonna take that. Oh, here come a bunch of fucking nothing. Oh, you gonna let him just do that? You gonna let him step all over you like that? So what the fuck is what's the truth? What's the truth? I just feel like this is all around, it's just a bunch of stupid shit, especially when it comes to the reactions to this shit, the blacklist, the back and forth with Chris Rock. It's just like, niggas. That's all I can say. I'm so tired of talking talking about this fucking situation. And I know you ain't tired either. Like, y'all ain't tired of talking about this shit either. Damn. All right, I'm gonna just run through some quick thoughts about what's going on in P-Valley. First of all, y'all need to get up off of Uncle Cliff. That's what I know. Like, let my good sis live. Oh my God, her grandma in the hospital. She's over here having, like, you know, reliving experiences with her mama. It's just like, please, let Uncle Cliff breathe, please. Autumn Night is finally doing something useful. I know that's very difficult for her ass, her annoying ass. Oh my God, she annoys me so much. Autumn Night annoys me so much. But she finally doing something useful with Keyshawn, trying to help her ass out. And Keyshawn, I need for you to get your ass up on out of there. It's after this dance at the Pink. Keyshawn, after this last dance at the Pink, you need to take your, just like Autumn was saying, you need to take your ass. I don't care where you go, I don't care what you do, I don't care if you bring Diamond with your ass. And when he seen you, he was just like, ah, like take your ass on, Keyshawn. Like, I'm so serious. You about to make me jump. Like, every time I see it, I just want to just, you know how in Star Trek they teleport you, they beam your ass into, that's exactly what I want to do for your ass, is beam you out that house. Damn! When Mercedes was up on that pole dancing, I mean, we already know good sis is going through it with her shoulder. But when they was talking about, one of them characters said, it looks like, it's like watching my grandma set up Wi-Fi. Yeah, Mercedes, I don't know what you gotta do, if you gotta put some icy hot on that thing, if you gotta get a cast or whatever, you have to sling, or whatever you have to do, baby. I hate to love, but I still hate Pastor Woodbine, Mercedes mama, cause she remind me of some of them just evil ass church folks so bad, she do. But when I'm not gonna lie, when she did say that whole entire monologue about how I hold so you could fly or some shit, they thought they got her ass and she turned that shit around. I'm sorry, that was, she ate that. It was funny. And LaMurda, I feel so scared for LaMurda. I'm telling you right now. And I think the show is just going in the direction of just highlighting the cycle of violence, because you still had blood on you when you went to the studio, LaMurda. Like, I think if you did not dispose of the situation properly, they're gonna be on your ass, and it's just like, are you gonna be facing the same, you know, imprisonment that Big T did? And it's, you know, but then the reason why he did that, I was just like, fuck, he came in there with that big ass gun. I was like, yo, he came up on that nigga with that big ass gun. He was like, you was doing all that talking, you was talking about you don't even know what you talking about, bro. Like, I'm the one who had to deal with the body, you know? And his feelings are warranted. It's just like, God damn, LaMurda, maybe you should have just let this nigga just talk just let these niggas talk. That's what I do. Just let these motherfuckers talk, because they gonna show, you don't have to do shit. They gonna show the whole entire world their true colors, bitch. I don't know, but I still understand. But see, that ties back into what I was saying about Will Smith and fucking Chris Rock. Of course, there comes time where you gotta defend yourself, your name, your people. You know, I understand that. But, you know, how much easier would LaMurda be able to breathe and live without looking over his shoulder if he just let that clown fucking talk his bullshit? Somebody else gonna get that nigga. He talking too much. And everybody know he a clown. You talking like that, everybody. He knew he was a clown. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I was just like, yo, did he really do that? Like, he did this. And I mean, that motherfucker, when LaMurda popped that shit off, that nigga said that he shot, and he felt, I was like, yo. I was like, yo. But yeah, y'all, I think that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, check my description box for everything that you need. Patreon, my other channel. Love you so much. Make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Can you fuck me in your all black Mercedes? You can take my soul, just let me be first lady.